I'm talking to you in Greek. Oh my god. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Maya. I am a brand designer and packaging specialist based in the UK. And today I thought I will start here with you a really fun challenge, designing a visual identity in an hour. Now, this is obviously not a real project, this is not a client project, and it's definitely not how I do visual identity, how I create a brand identity, and how long it takes. It takes much more than an hour, it takes hours and days, because when it is a real project, you have to speak to the client, you have to ask a lot of questions, gather a lot of information, do a lot of research, which takes a lot of time. And you also have the pressure of designing for someone else's brand, someone else's business. Today's video is a start of a series. I really want to get more into the 1 hour visual identity challenge. I really want to challenge myself, and if you want to come along and join me into this challenge, you can always do that. You can tag me on Instagram and I would love to have you on board. I really want to challenge myself for the time that I have, the 1 hour, 60 minutes. I will also have a timer on my phone so that I can keep up with it. And as the challenge progresses and I do a lot more, I will try and find a structure of how I want to do it. For example, if I want to include some kind of research, then it might be 5-10 minutes. I think we will just find it along the way. It's not something that I have in my mind right now. I'm just gonna do it, really start with it and see where it goes. I am going to use ChatGPT just so that I don't have to think of a name for the brand. However, today I already have a type of business idea that I would like to design. So I would really like to design for a bakery, and then I will leave the name to ChatGPT to decide, because I don't want to spend time on that. What I will be including in the visual identity is obviously not going to be guidelines and the full brand identity. That's why I'm calling it visual identity. So it will mainly be the logo and probably logos. It's gonna be a very small, maybe logo suite, including 2-3 variations for the logo. Bear with me, let's see how it goes, and hopefully I will come up with a cool idea that I can present to you as a visual identity in an hour. If you like this type of video or any other kind of video that I am uploading on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and also like and comment, because it will help me a lot on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram. My handle is Graphics of Maya. You can find me there, and let's get started with the project. Okay, so I've put on ChatGPT, give me 5 catchy business names for a cute bakery. I added cute just so that I can already give it a bit of personality, and my vibe for today was just to design something cute. You can add whatever adjective you want, but I want it cute. I like most of the names, but really Whisk and Wonder kind of did something to me. So I'm gonna take Whisk and Wonder, and I might also add bakery as like a tagline. Let's get the timer on. What I want to do first is find a base font and a base typeface that speaks to me for Whisk and Wonder, and I want to go through a few just to see which one is the one for now. But because we all know that when we are choosing a typeface, we can get into a rabbit hole and a loop and just look at fonts forever. So with the 1 hour time limit, I definitely don't want to do that. I want to spend maybe 5 minutes just to pick a font. Let's start with the logo and the logo suite, see where we're going, see how much time I have, and then we go to color palette, which is the second most important for the visual identity. Let's start the timer, and the time is 12:55, so that you know. Start, and we're going. I feel like it really needs to be something quite thick, quite chunky. It could be something script like the haptic one here, but it doesn't really speak bakery to me. This Brainy, this Philip speaks to me quite a lot, so I'm gonna add this. It's called Philip, just so that I remember. This looks quite nice. I'm gonna add this. I don't remember the names of the fonts, which is not a great start. I think for what I want to do, I think this one is not working out. Also, I want to see these with all caps. I feel like this is a bit more playful, so I will go with this, which was the Philip one, the first one that we saw. Always, I'm going to outline it first and ungroup it and see how I want it. Yeah, okay, let's go with that, just for the sake of the talents. And I am outlining it, I'm leaving it on the side. And now, what do I want to go for the logo? I like the typeface, but I'm thinking, I really like the fact that it has the whisk word, so maybe I can play with the whisk. I like, for example, something that is not, I'm gonna copy and add it to my artboard so that I have it as a reference, because I think I want to go with something playful, and I like the thought of doing something like freehand, and since I have the tablet, then I can play with that. If I make a monogram, like a symbol with the two W's, and use the whisk in that way. So if I go like this, let's see. So that's very, 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 very stressful, guys. It is very stressful, and I didn't want more. Okay, let's do that. And also I want this. Okay, do I like this? It looks like a tooth. No, I do not like it. What if I make the dot on the eye the top of the whisk? Maybe that will work. It's definitely not going well, guys. I'm gonna tell you. So if this goes here, come on, where is the ungroup? Release, okay, bye. Do we like it? Not sure. Is it obvious what it is? No. Do we want it to be obvious? Nope. What if I do this? So that it is a bit more personalized. Let's see. I'm not sure if no, I think I like the idea of the whisk there, because yeah, it looks quite different. Not sure if it looks like a whisk or when you zoom out how it looks. I quite like something about this. I find it different. And then the eye is a bit lower, so it kind of makes it like, you know, when you're staring and you're whisking things that they're moving around. So the eye is one of those things that are moving around. Not sure if if the logo would work in a circle, but I'm trying to think also of the other variations. So let's see, before we move any further, if we can. I will just pause my timer for 5 minutes to respond to a message, and I will come back. So now it's 1:18. Continuing the work on the logo. I have 36.5 minutes left, which is great. I am not stressed at all. So what I want to do is see if that logo type I've just created, and I quite like it, if it can work in a round form for social media, or if I can somehow work with what I have for social media. So what I want to do is take this and maybe try and fit it in the circle, so I can see if that works. So what I will do is expand, just because I want to color it white. That's a great way to see if that works without cutting out the shape. I actually don't mind it. However, there might be a better way to do it. So what if we try and because we have forgotten the word bakery, which I think will actually look quite nice. I think the whisk and the end are a bit far, so I'm gonna move them a bit closer for the main logo, and then I think this one, I'm placing it really roughly. It's not in the center, or I haven't checked if it's the right proportion, but I just want to see how that would look. So there is one way, which is the, one way or the highway. So there is one way that we can do it roughly like this, which I don't mind. But let's see if there is a better way. So this is the previous one, and then let's see if I delete it, and then I take the font, since I haven't customized it, and I feel like I'm gonna leave it as it is for the first challenge, just because customizing it will take longer, and in my mind, I don't have an idea of customizing it right now, so I don't want to waste a lot of time. But obviously on a real client project, I would try so many different options. So what I want to do is just duplicate this circle and make it smaller. And then what I want to do is type on a path like that, and then I want it white. And let's see now. So if we do whisk and wander all around, and then where is the center of it? That's the center. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Honestly, I don't mind it. I find it interesting, because then I can have this like that, take this and make it like a symbol in the center. It might work, it might not work. So if I do this and then bring it to front, and then I can center it. Okay. and then I can also add a second one for the bakery part. This one will be with this font, but I still want it white, still centered, but I want it to be inside and like that. And I want it to be saying bakery. Guys, it's coming together, and then what I want to do is align it to the outer. Maybe it needs to be smaller so that it has some air to breathe. I don't mind it. Somehow it feels a bit, how can I say it? It feels a bit off center. Okay, I think that will work better, because if I do this, yes, and then I can always, no, that doesn't work. It works actually. And then, yeah, that works. And then I can just make it a bit larger. See, I am not mad at it, but see what I'm talking about off-centered? It's because this is angled and then everything else is centered. It looks a bit off. So instead of aligning it as I have it in the center of the circle, I'm going to align it optically so that it looks a bit more balanced. So I'm gonna bring it just a bit to the left and a bit there. I think that looks way more centered. And then these ones, they can be centered perfectly. I don't know, which one do you prefer, guys? I'm not sure. Can you leave a comment? Because obviously I'm gonna choose one. But yeah, I would like to know what your thoughts are. Spacing and see how it goes. Yes, so I have this spacing, and what I will do, unless I don't take that into consideration, the eye, because I'm also not taking into consideration the whisk graphic, so I'm gonna do that. And then I am going to duplicate this spacing, and this is where bakery top will sit, if it will ever align. Perfect. And now I want to see the size of bakery, if it's the right one, if it's harmonic. Should I go for maybe 2 W's? Let's see. So if I go with 2 W's as a guide, see, I think that will be the perfect size. Well, it's already there, so I'll leave it there. Okay, so that's fine. I found this as an inspo, and I'm drawn on like happy colors, so I want to have obviously a dark one, and then I'm really drawn on this one and this one for brand colors, and then we can obviously use white whenever we want. But I really like those, and just because I actually, the more I look at it, the more it looks like a brand, like a visual identity. It looks like it could be a logo for a business, and this is the creative process, right? Like a lot of the times, even whenever I paint or anything, I do anything creative, I might start with I hate it, and then I just look at it more, or I tweak it a bit and it comes to life, or my eye just gets more familiar to it and it grows on you. It becomes more of an actual thing. I don't know if that happens to you, but it definitely happens to me, and I've noticed it in the past as well. So anyway, what I want to do now is, because I've created this kind of whisk, I really want to create a pattern and see if that will also bring the brand to life. Now, outside of the hour, because that would take much longer, I think, if I do it in the hour, is I'm gonna do some mock-ups just for the sake of it and for fun. And so I obviously have more content to share with you on Instagram. But that's why I want to do a pattern, because I feel like this brand could use a pattern with the whisk. So I'm gonna take the whisk from here. Again, I'm gonna expand appearance because apparently I haven't done it there. And then I'm thinking of alternating, you know, the direction of this so that it creates a really nice pattern. So if I duplicate and then change that, and then do another one here that has a different kind of direction. It also looks like bread loaves, it looks like coffee beans. To be honest, as creatives, we can imagine whatever we want and we can sell it however we want, but obviously the initial kind of concept was the whisk. But I really like it, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do this in white. So, oh, did I create it? Let's see. Only one way to find out. There are more ways to find it out, to find out if you've created the pattern, but so let's see. I really want to see it on this color. Moment of truth. Ooh, that looks nice. I like it. We can change the size of the pattern as well, up to us. Let's make it a bit bigger. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's fine. I think I like this. And then, yeah, we have the three brand colors here. I'm gonna save it because I actually don't want to lose it. Wonder. Okay, and then what I can do is, just because this is a fun brand, I can actually use the logo in different colors, because I think that will be nice, but maybe not. Let's see. 15 minutes, guys. I like it. Not sure if it's a bakery, if you change the color of it, if it looks like a bakery. However, I mean, it's a fun, cute bakery, so why not? But let's just leave it. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to take this and put it here, because this will be the logo that they use probably on signage, but obviously depending on the size of the front or the sign, then you can use either, which looks really nice. I'm not going to lie, I actually really like it. And I'm also going to change the black because we now have a brown color into a gray because it's a bit softer and I like it, and I can use that as well for social media, and then all of this can be the other brown color so that it stands out more. What do you think, guys? I actually really like it. And I am also at the end now, after we've finished this with 14 minutes to spare, I can tweak things if I want to, but I don't want to. So let's see. What I will do is do this now as a just for fun. So I'm gonna do this. See, that looks really nice. And I can also make this in the other brown color, but I haven't taken it, so let's take that and go to duplicate this so that we have a different color variation. Save as copy. Perfect. I mean, doesn't this look straight for packaging? Doesn't it look ready? It looks ready to me. And then I can do this as well, and I can make the pattern a bit smaller for this one just so that it fits more. But yeah, I mean, I can do this, so I can go to object only. Yes. Oh, yes. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is perfect. I really like it. What happened here? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And the more I look at it, as I said, the more I actually like it. So please, I know we have 10 minutes now to spare, but please, if you have any feedback, if you have any comments, if you have any ideas for either this talent, this project, that was obviously a fun project and not a real client work. But if you have any idea, if you want me to do a challenge for a specific type of business, or if you have a fun name in mind and you want me to use it in the next challenge, then please leave them down below in the comments. And yeah, as I said, if you have any ideas, if you have any feedback, always welcome. If you have any questions, always welcome here on YouTube or on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know that especially as a first video for the challenge, that must have been like a chaotic video for you. For me, it was definitely chaotic because I had no idea what I was going for. But that's the beauty of the challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you learned something from it, you were entertained, or you were inspired, or motivated to explore your creativity and like ideas that you might have. No idea is too crazy to explore, so please never stop exploring your ideas. I hope to see you in the next video. I will try and upload one of these every week. And then obviously I will be posting them on my Instagram. And if you ever create something like this for my challenge, and if you want, for example, to create your own version of Whisk and Wonder Bakery, feel free to upload on your account on Instagram and tag me. I would really like to see all of your different ideas. And every designer is different and we all have different imagination and ideas, which is the beauty of creativity. So I would love to see your ideas. I would love to see your comments or questions. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye! and the video is ending and we have less than 8.5 minutes. I'm really proud of myself, but obviously this was just a challenge design and it was not a real design. You saw how stressed I was, and it's definitely not how I usually design logos. I mean, it's part of it because I still get lots of ideas and some of them are working and some of them are not working, but I'm trying many more things when it's a real project. But for this one, the time, as you can see, was really constraining. So I really enjoyed it though. I am really happy with how it looks, and I cannot wait to share this video with you. So yeah, I'm really happy with the first challenge. Let me know how you found it.